Hey guys, Tonic here. Another Tuesday, another Atomic Shop review. This week in the Atomic Shop, we have a brand new bundle. It's called the Restricted Area Bundle. It's being sold for 2,000 atoms, and I just picked it up, so let's go check it out. So getting right into it, this is one of those bundles that has some newer items mixed in with some older items, and I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I feel like a lot of these newer bundles have some new stuff mixed in with some older stuff. I'm not a huge fan of that. I kind of miss when you would get a bundle and it was just a ton of new stuff. But still, I am kind of excited for this one because it does come with this shelter. I do like checking out shelters. So in this bundle, we get a brand new shelter, a stash box, a new generator for the shelter, and we also get two older items, and we'll go ahead and go through those first. So you get the alien conference table, and it's a pretty nice table. It's a decent size. Here it is next to my character. And we also do get a drop-in loot bag. So dropping this baseball grenade, you get the army issue loot bag, which is right here. On the front, we have the Nuka-Cola logo with the U.S. Army. On the side there, Red Rocket. Another logo on the side. It's a decent drop bag. I actually do kind of like that one. But that is it for the older items. So getting into the newer items here, let's go ahead and start off with the brand new shelter. So here is the restricted area shelter entrance. Looks like we can build 3 of them. It's a pretty good size. But placing this down, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Alright, so we have loaded in. And I'm pretty excited for this one. The preview pictures looked really cool. But here's the exit actually. It's a very cool exit, just a long tunnel. You have this little security checkpoint here. We cannot get into it though. There's an invisible wall here. Then we have a military vehicle parked. And then the entrance right there. Pretty cool starting area. But going into here, we have this huge open area. And I don't even know where to start. But up top there, it looks like we have a big fan that's kind of spinning and some walkways up there. I guess we'll start on the left here. So going into this door, we have the side room, that window overlooking the main area. And it is kind of laggy in here. Every once in a while, my character will kind of like shoot back. But going down here is a very long hallway. We cannot open this door. It's kind of like a minecart hallway. It's pretty cool. Going over here, looks like we have these tracks. Comes into this open area. There's another window looking into maybe like a missile silo or something. And that is pretty much it for this side. So going out here, we'll see if we can open this big door. Nope, it does not open. And actually it looks like there's a staircase right there as well. Over here on this side, looks like we have a small room right there. A very small room. Maybe these are like cells or something. And then going up this staircase here, we'll see where this goes. Looks like this takes us to the top. So there's actually a little 3rd story up here. And nothing's up here. It's actually pretty empty. Going back down, we'll see if there's anything on those metal staircases. And here's the shelter control box. Going up here, looks like this just takes you to a walkway. So it's kind of a cool shelter. I really like the doors with that minecart over there. I thought that was really cool, and I really like this entrance here. I think this is super cool. But it is pretty dark in here. Some of these areas are very dark. But getting into the other new items here, up first we do have a new shelter generator. And this can only be built in shelters. This is the Tesla power generator. And placing this down here, that is pretty cool. You have some electric shooting out the sides. This blue kind of glow to it. It does kind of make some electric sounds when you're near it. A very cool generator though. I really like that actually. I wish we can build that above ground. And then we also do have a brand new stash box. So here it is. And we'll see if this has any unique animations. Probably not. No, just your standard stash box animation. But that just about covers everything inside the new bundle. So taking a look at the rest of the Atomic Shop here, on the front page, we do have that new restricted area bundle. And we also have these 2 new bundles. And again, they're the same thing as the other one, just some new items mixed in with some older items. New items in this one being this salvaged UFO, and then this gallon paint. And then over in this bundle, I believe the only new item are these right here. So I got this one because it had the shelter. And honestly, I probably won't use anything out of these 2 bundles. But going over to this page here, we have the stuff from last week. Over on the greatest hits page, we have the otherworldly bundle. A lot of alien stuff in this one. The lucky shop bundle. It's actually kind of a cool bundle. I do like that one. Then the Recycled Barrels bundle. And a couple different items down here. Over on the Atomic sales page, I believe all this was here last week, but we'll go through it pretty quick here. So we have the Wild Mountain Way Station bundle, the Abandoned Clinic, the Armor Ace Power Armor bundle. I love this power armor. The Atomic Horror bundle. That one's alright. City Food Truck bundle. That one's also pretty good. The Around Appalachia bundle. The Winter Getaway bundle. The Dark Star bundle. I like the power armor in that one. Drive and Dolly bundle. A very old bundle. Feel the Music bundle. The Forbidden Dig Site bundle. It's a pretty cool shelter. Greenhouse Camp Porch. This one's a classic. The Newlyweds Outfit bundle. And we have the Survivalist bundle. And lastly, the Sipping Station bundle. So there's actually a few good bundles on here. Over on the special page, we still have that free plushie, free Look into the Future pose, free lunchbox, the tire rack on sale, the Enclave paint on sale. Then we have the Fallout First boat, then the Jumping Photo Mode bundle on sale for Fallout First members. And over on the Fallout First page, we have all those standard Fallout First offers. And then as far as the weekly offers go, today we have that tire rack on sale for $150. Tomorrow we'll get the Hills Are Alive emote for $250. On the 30th, we have the Light 'em Up weapon rack for $250. On May 1st, we have the Elevator Secret Door for $250. On May 2nd, the Midnight Watch Power Armor paint for $750. On the 3rd, the Light 'em Up paint for the Handmade Rifle for $375. I like to use that paint. And then lastly, on May 4th, we have the Not Alone miniature set for $250. So overall, I feel like it was a decent week in the Atomic shop. Again, I'm not a huge fan of having these different new bundles that have some new items mixed in with the older items. I would much rather just get one bundle that has all the new items in it and maybe a couple more small alien themed items. I think that would have been a lot better. I would have liked this week a lot more. I'm just not a huge fan of having all the new items spread across 3 new bundles. It's just kind of weird and not really getting used to it. I feel like we've had this for a few weeks now. I'm just not a big fan of it. But still, there is some good stuff on the Atomic sales page. There's a couple of good bundles there. And I do like some of the new items. The new shelter's kind of cool. And I really like that shelter generator. And, overall, there's some cool stuff this week. I'm just not a huge fan of how they've been doing these new bundles lately. But that is pretty much going to be it for this video. So I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great day.